Classic donuts are usually made with yeast, either fresh or dried, but not the Italian donuts. They're called Sfinci, I hope I pronounced it right, and they are so easy to make. And the best thing about them is you don't need to rest the dough. Really easy measurements to follow. 2 cups of self-raising flour. So that goes straight into a really large bowl here. And we're going to make a well in the centre, 2 egg yolks. So let's separate our eggs into another bowl here. And don't throw away your egg whites. I freeze them and then use them next time I want to make an egg white omelette or some meringues. We need to season this with just a touch of salt and some flavourings. Now with these donuts, the beautiful thing is you can change it up. You could use all different types of citrus. Orange is fantastic. I'm using lemon here. We want the zest of about half of this lemon here. A teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. You could use some fresh vanilla bean if you like. And then we just slowly add in our milk. You don't want to add it all at once because we don't want any lumps in our dough. So little by little, you gather the sides of the flour and you'll see it come together. Now this is looking just perfect. See how it's sticking to the spoon and then letting go? That's perfect. Let's get on to the filling for this donut. So I'm using coffee ricotta filling. It is just delicious. But to start with, we need 300 grams of ricotta, full fat ricotta here. And we're going to place that in my mini food processor, along with a little bit of cream, and the cream's just going to help it become really smooth and glossy. We also need some icing sugar for this, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons, a little bit of vino cotto or some sherry, so that's just a sweet alcohol there, just a touch. The lid goes on and we'll give it a blitz until it's really smooth. Okay, let's have a look at this. Look at that perfectly whipped ricotta. This is going to be so good with our donuts. Now let's add the key ingredient here, some coffee. So about 15 millilitres is plenty for this because I'm also going to be using ground coffee to coat our donuts right at the end. So another quick blitz. Now what I'll do with this is just place it in a piping bag ready to go to stuff our donuts. But in the meantime, let's make these donuts. Just using 2 spoons here, almost make a really rough quenelle. And you can make them as big or as small as you like, and then very carefully place them in that hot oil. Now you want to be really quick with this because they only take about 3 to 4 minutes, but you need to turn them in the oil to ensure that they're golden brown all over. They're really organic looking. They're not perfect circles, and you just need to let them cool down just slightly before you start to fill them. So for the dusting, I've got a little bit of cinnamon in here, some caster sugar, so very traditional. So we want about, or let's say just half a cup in there, and we'll just mix that around. And to make this extra special, I'm going to be using some ground coffee. So in my fresh fruit and veggie run this morning, beautiful fresh Australian coffee was delivered. And it's really nice to see Australian coffee on the market. You know, sometimes we associate coffee with different countries, but we do really great coffee too. So this one's from far north Queensland, and there's nothing better than when you open a fresh packet of coffee, freshly ground, and I'm going to add about a tablespoon. We'll give that another mix. Now let's start to stuff our donuts. You could use different types of nozzles to pierce the donuts, but I've got a zucchini piercer, and this is much easier because it's quite sharp. You can really scoop out the centre of the donut here, and then what you do is get your coffee ricotta and just stuff as much as you can fill in. Now these are still hot, so they go straight into our coffee mix, and then while they're still hot, toss them in there and you'll see it just sticks. Coffee Italian style donuts, they are a winner.